All right, y'all, I'm going from one video to the next, and I want to talk about a planner system. Okay. I'm just giving like advice. I ain't anybody to really give advice, but I have had a planner system that has worked for me for 6 years, and it's been there. And that is this. It's a monthly book. Now, I honestly feel a planner system depends on the person, their mood, their temperament, their needs, their mental health too. Because if you have like ADHD, anxiety, you're gonna get bored quickly. Okay, you're gonna want something new. You're not gonna sit in a dated planner for a year if you have this compulsivity, this fidgetedness, or that you can't build momentum fast. You're gonna feel like, man, I can't get this completed. I can't get my tasks completed. I can't. Oh shit! I just crossed off Tuesday. Things are happening, like what's going on, and you're gonna like, if you have anxiety, you're gonna overthink. You're gonna overcomplicate. You're gonna like, trust me, I have all those stuff, so I know. But if you're someone that is also very rigid, very the same, which I have that too, you're basically gonna need to figure out the type of planner you are. What size you like to use, what paper you like to use, if you like rings, if you like strings, or if you like whatever, when you're trying to find a planner system. But consistency is key. What you tell yourself every day is key. This is the one area I don't stress and have anxiety like a lot over. I may be like, oh shit, what book am I going to go into? What paper am I going to use? But for the most part, I'm pretty chill as what's going on. Before I created the system, I was in a ring planner. And I did use rings to categorize my life. But I wanted to have something to look back in terms of memory keeping for my children, for myself. And I knew that rings weren't going to be it, because I also have a video that shows you how I archived my rings in terms of I just put them in binder clips, literally. So if say for the month, this was the whole monthly, I would binder clip it, put January, and boom, and just put it in a box. And then I started feeling like I love to write. I want to write more. And so I would get more books, and I would use more things. I would use more planner things. And so I was hopping all over the place essentially, because it was just rough for me. So I'm just going to write this real quick. Overall, the day went well. Less anxiety than the night before. I did my face routine and scalp. Yay for me. But before that, I was using my system in rings, but I was also in strings. I was also in dated books. So I started to figure out, okay, undated books is where it's at for me, because once I get to a dated book, let's pretend this is dated. Once I get to a dated book, I get overwhelmed. Oh, I don't want this. And then once the book gets too chunky, I don't like this. And then once the book I get tired of the weekly layouts. I get tired, for the main system. So I've always used a dated planner to be memory keeping, like this. This is a 2024 one, but my monthlies, I memory keep in terms of pictures and stuff. I just do a little thing. So you've got to let yourself organically go into whatever you want. And if you completely still keep telling yourself, I want a planner system, I want a planner system, I'm trying to find planner this, I'm trying to find planner that, you're going to stress yourself out. So if you organically just change every week, every day, every month, or whatever, you've got to go through a process to find what works for you. And it took me 5 years. Because I started filming, in 2013? I didn't truly get my planner system to the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, where I truly sat down. And that was because I stopped working. I stopped working and I started working from, I started taking care of my daughter. Oh shit, I never took my meds. So your lifestyle is going to dictate too. So if you're an at-home mother, or if you're at home and you're taking care of the house and you're working away from the home 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever, and you've got other responsibilities, it's going to be hard, friends. And you always have to take that into consideration too, because when I was working full-time outside the home, my system wasn't this. I wasn't planning for my mental health. I would write scriptures down, but I wouldn't journal. I wouldn't track. I wouldn't keep up with my food log. Like there was a lot of things that I wouldn't do. But now, like I count for like a monthly. If I need to, forward plan, I'll just put a little sticky note, or I have my phone if I forward plan, because a lot of my family members work off digital and then I just pull everything over. So I've got a morning page. That morning page consists of how I'm feeling in that moment and letting it go, and then I do a prayer, small little prayer for myself, and then I do devotion, and then I do scripture. So then I do my food log, then I have a homeschool, then I have a brain dump and a weekly. Like, if you're new to my channel, you're going to have to go back and look at some of my planner system. Just put in there my main planner system. But what you tell yourself about what you're doing in your creative outlet, your hobby, because that's what this is. I mean, we all have this as a hobby. We all found our plan, our tribe. We all find people that can geek out in stationery pens and paper and journaling, and we're our own separate tribe. So what you tell yourself in that hobby, like say you're crocheting and you're trying to make a project and you're like, I ain't gonna ever finish this shit. This is too daunting. This is too hard. Oh my gosh, my fingers don't move. I can't get this. Like what you tell yourself in that situation, you're gonna have issues. So same thing with this. I mean, are you looking to have something like be a workhorse, dictate your life, tell you like, you got to get these tasks done, and you assign your value to that task? Oh my gosh, I'm a failure because I didn't get it done. Or are you just going to let yourself be like, you know what, whatever. I mean, because we're all adults at the end of the day. We know what we need to do. Like, I know the washes and dishes need to be washed. The laundry needs to be done. I know I need to go grocery shopping. I know I need to have certain events. I need cleaning to be done. I know we have real estate. I know we have bills. I know all that. I could put that shit on a Post-it note. Or I could put it on a monthly. Like all I would need is to just keep track of the events of the home. But I choose to categorize out my life. I choose to be like, I want this, 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 and this, because I have a whole little corner and I come here and I film and I'm just like, so I guess I've always kind of like preach this, like, do you, man? Who gives a crap if you planner hop, or if you can't fill a planner, or if you don't have a system? What you do in that time frame matters to yourself, and let yourself organically figure it out. Do I want dailies? If I do, what's the structure of those dailies? Do I want like morning, afternoon, evening? Do I want a schedule? Do I want just a strict to-do list? What do I want my dailies to incorporate? If I want monthlies, do I need a lot of monthlies all together? Or can I just space out my monthlies? Same with my weeklies. Do I need to, how much space am I going to need? What does my days look like? Can I just operate on a weekly? Some people don't even need weeklies. They just want a monthly and a daily. I journal as well. So, I keep all my stuff together. If you guys watched my whole TN thing, I tried to keep it, separate, where I did like separate things in my planning and my journaling and my, faith, and it never works. But I always still try because I like the idea. See, I still like the idea of it. So that doesn't mean that I'm not going to. So for this whole thing that I was searching for, the cute dopamine, I got the Traveler's Notebook, which I like standard. I put my B6 Slam in here, and now I have more stuff. I like to to write. I like to work with my hands. I like to cut. I like to create. I like color. I like lists. I like stuff like that. And so if I want a future plan, this was my main system, how it used to be. It used to be a book like this that had all the months together, and then I would do monthly books. So that worked for like 4 or 5 years. It wasn't until like last year or the year before last that I started saying, oh man, I don't think I want to put have all these 2 books. I just wanted this one book. So that's why I created a monthly within it. I draw it out. So I put this standard here because I want a memory keep. I want to do little dailies. I want to take this on the couch with me and snuggle on the couch, and everything's all together. It's going to satisfy my planning, my journaling, my creation, my writing, my to-do list, my home. And that's because I'm now working. I mean, I call it work from home because shit, I never get a break. So if you're stuck, grab a piece of paper and, let's grab a piece of paper and just brainstorm. What's my planning style? Think back to when you were younger. What did you, style. What did you like back in the day? Did you like, spiral notebooks when they first gave you a planner? I know we all like the spiral notebooks because you can sit them on top of each other and like they would bend backwards. Like, what is it for you? Is it portability? Is it, the writing space? Is it undated? Is it dated? Like, what did you like about that? What was your planning style? And then divide into sections. Divide what those are into sections. Like, I need a monthly overview, high level stuff. And, for me, I already know what I need. I need like an inbox. I need like a daily. I need a weekly. And I need a space to have lists or collections. I need a journal. Like, I need that kind of stuff. Because for me, I choose to plan for my mental health. So divide something into sections and then maybe look at that. Okay, can these sections, is there a planner I can buy for that? If there's one, boom, try that. The Cousin is a good one. The Weeks is a good one. Has good paper. I think the paper's still good. I know you guys are like, it's bleeding. But I still think, Kinbor's good. Kukuyo's good. Nolte's good. There's all kinds of them that, AliExpress has a lot of planners that are inexpensive. My biggest thing is, what's your budget? After that, what's your budget? If you can go local to try out certain things, and if you can use what you have and shop your stash, do that. Because why go buy something that is so expensive, like $60 for a brand new Hobonichi Cousin, if you really feel unsure about a planner system? I mean, if you got the money, do it. But, in this today's economy, like a lot of people are not having the money, they're budget friendly. I buy outdated planners so I can redate. So if I want to play with something, I'm going to buy a $30, $20 Cousin when it's on sale at the end of the year, so that for the next year I can play in it. I know that I'm going to play in a standard size, all the different size Cousins, because I've done that a long time and I like it. So I'm not going to buy something that's going to be like totally crazy as far as the budget is concerned, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be realistic too about my family. I remember when I first got into the community, I got a PayPal credit card and I racked that shit up to like $6,000 in like 3 months or 4 months, legit. And I looked up and I was like, what the hell? We paid it off, and I started monetizing my YouTube so that I could use that little bit of money. I get like $200-$300, so that way I can just pour back into my hobby. And then even so, you guys saw me like, oh my gosh, even astrology is getting too much for me. And then, like I like to just, so outdated, redated. So what's your planning style? Divide your sections, think about those. Brainstorm, basically, that's the whole thing. What's your budget, and then start thinking about your covers. Do you like leather? Do you like kind of like a plastic Saffiano look? Do you like something that's soft and supple? Do you like or something that you could just like throw in your purse? Do you want it to be everyday carry? Do you want to section out an everyday carry and have a home planner? What does that look like? Like, just start brainstorming stuff and seeing what could work. For me, an empty book works. Empty pages, because there is no planner out there that is going to satisfy my need. I like monthly books. I have, oh no, do I have it somewhere? Let me see. I have an Instagram, but I went private. I don't want a lot of people following me there. That's just my preference. I've had I've had like 3 Instagrams. But let me see if I can find so this is where you see me now. This is where I'm at. I'm doing like my whole little thing. And then like, as far as my books are concerned and how many I've made, I know I got a post in here somewhere about them. This was my old setup. I was on the kitchen table for years. I'm talking the whole time we've been in this house, like 7 years. But that is 1 year, or like the first year, I believe. But I have like 5 years of this, 6 years. I forget where I'm at. I like to write, and I like to, like for instance, this is my morning page. I'm filming, and I showered. Hubs is at home. Pins don't matter either. I don't know about you, but if you're a pin snob and you've got all the money and you want to buy me, I like ballpoint and gel. I think these are like my favorite pens right here. Like, they're always out. Hubs is at home, and I am getting ready to take Deja to her appointment. And then I just go and I also pray, Lord, whatever it is. Then I write out my devotion note. So we're gonna leave, and I haven't been in my system yet. So when I leave right now, I know I'm gonna be in the car for a little bit. Maybe. I'll probably take this with me. All in all, I hope you let yourself be who you are. I hope you take your personality into consideration when you're thinking about things, and your mental health and your budget. And I hope that you talk to yourself like you're an adult and you could do what you want and you work hard for it. And I hope that you just remember that a planner system doesn't dictate who you are, and it's quite all right if the piece that's within you is still chaotic and there's a lot of noise, because I deal with a lot of background noise, intrusive thoughts on a daily basis. And if that intrusive thought today is telling you, man, you just spent all this money on shit, and look at you haven't even used it, and you just have all this stuff and you still don't have a system, I would tell that voice to sit down, be quiet, and let me do what I'm gonna do. How about that? Sit down, hush it, and go aimlessly write about it. Go get some kind of nice quote. If you know the Lord, get a scripture, write out a scripture, put on some music, and do your thing. Don't allow that voice to get loud in your hobby. It's your hobby. It's supposed to be your safe place. It's supposed to be your happy place. This shouldn't be a place that causes you stress, guys. It's just paper. It's just paper. Fill up the pages with your life, with your memories, and have fun. hope this helped. If it didn't, it was fun to talk and encourage. I like encouraging in the planner community. I like, for us to get back to the basics, not the whole aesthetic thing and the whole. I like messy planners. I like people that show how they use the planners and show their mistakes, show that they're human, show that we're all just in it for the funness, and I know there's different cliques in this community, but find your tribe. And if you can't find your tribe, it's okay. I'm pretty sure just step out of your comfort zone and message someone. Hey, you have a similar planner style to me. Can I ask you some questions? Can we be pen pals, friends? I know that there are people like that like that kind of stuff. Me, I don't. I will not be a pen pal, but I will talk to you and I will chat with you. I will interact with you. I am a pretty reasonable person until you act like you ain't got no sense. Then I'm like, girl, boy, bye. If you don't have the confidence in who you are as a person, that's okay. We're all learning. We're all booting up our shoes the same way, putting on our pants the same way, our leggings, our shirts. And we're all in it together. We're all trying to figure it out. So if you don't have it figured out, it's okay, girl. It's okay. It's okay. I promise. Have fun. If I were you, I would have fun in the process. Like, I would just do all kinds of stuff. I would shop all my crap. I have what's called planner projects, and I work on those heavily. That's all we have, right? Labs, yeah. And I work on those planner projects heavily. So, like, my planner project today was my rings, my little pocket rings. And, oh shoot, look, I spelled that wrong. Pocket rings. And then I have like plan the planners. I'll come over here and like, were you in your TN? Yes. Were you in your cousin? No, not yet. Have you been in your weeks? No. The weeks is so small. I could do what I want with that. Do I have my old one? Yes, it's still here. I finished this one. So if you're new and you're like, what does your system look like? Family, personal goals, tracking, morning pages. I didn't have prayers in here. I had devotion, then I had prayers. Food logs, homeschool, brain dump, weekly, dailies. That's when my baby died. We had to put her down, so I put pictures. In my daily pages, I allow them to be whatever pin, whatever sticker, whatever thing. And that's just me. And then it starts again. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So all of this was the same. And I did the December 30th through January 26th. And then I archived this. This was a red book. See? Redstology. But I wanted it blue. And I just did all this. 5 weeks is about what I can tolerate with my system. After that, I'm like, hi. I went out. I tried to do like multiple months in one book, and oh my gosh, I think I did that the first year of my planning. I did January through like March, and then like March and April. I don't know, when I got to August and September, I started tapering off. September of 2019, I think, is when I started and my moleskin expanded, and I was just like, I'm done. I don't want to do multiple months anymore. So anyhow, I'm chatting. I gotta go. I gotta wake up my daughter and make sure she's up. We gotta leave in like 15 minutes. But I thanks for watching. I thank you for watching. I hope this helped. If not, yeah. God bless you.